Hello everyone. It is the next day. I was supposed to hop back on here a little while later. Then I wound up having to do another podcast, and then the light had went down, and don't have any light in my room, and then it's just the day got away from me. So, here we are on the second part. We're gonna go ahead and do a refresher on what 9 is, even though it's kind of like back to back. But we'll just do a refresher on what 9 is, and then we'll finish up the rest of like what isn't working for 9, and then what is working for 9. Hello, gorgeous. So for what is, we have the taming of the the taming power of the small. Above wind, below heaven, which there is rapid movement in the sky as clouds blow swiftly and change shape, but no rain will fall. In times of chaotic motion, there is no point in striving for completion. Through small actions, subtle persuasion, and observation, circumstances can be prepared for future success. Gentleness will turn to strength in its proper time. So the cards that I did go over yesterday were meditation, cloud meditation, as well as walking meditation, and a means of centering yourself. So that way you don't feel like you have to approach or obtain success so quickly, which is rushing things when that can make you miss out on things, not understand things, not actually be prepared for the success when it comes because your body is too frazzled or too worn out. So meditation, taking that moment to step into self, calm your mind, calm that center, right? But the next that we have is karma, which was the next card that I was going to do for it. It clicked out on me. So we have karma. Okay, and this card appears when it's time to ask yourself, am I bringing the past into the harvest? Meaning my crop isn't as good as it could be. Have I shut down my heart? Am I ready to recreate myself? So actually write down those questions as well, because karma is, again, in a sense of, am I trying to, karma is actions and the consequences of actions. So am I trying to prepare my own self for consequences of actions, or give it to myself? Am I thinking too much in the past, which is affecting me, which can also affect my karma and what happens, right? It's also a means of understanding that you need to give yourself a little bit more grace, a little bit more time to not judge yourself so harshly, and allow yourself to live in a way that is showing that my actions are going to lead to me being able to revamp myself, change myself, a different outlet, a different connection. Because with success comes change. With change comes different outlook, new perspective, and things of that sort. So again, the questions are, am I bringing the past into this harvest? Meaning my crop isn't as good as it could be. The next question is, have I shut down my heart? The next question is, am I ready to recreate myself? So again, it's a matter of opening up yourself to changes, to shifts, to advancements, to success. And I feel like you have to rush to do those things, rush to gather those things, that there's missed opportunity, that it didn't work out. Just a matter of waiting. Ooh, that felt good. That felt really good. Okay. The next one that we have is enchantment celebration. This is also what isn't working. So again, it can be in a means of when you are reaching success or going towards success, with actually doing those steps, the planning, the work through, the routine, whatever it is. Once you have reached that goal, and or that marker for yourself, you feel like you haven't actually done anything. You feel like you haven't actually added power to, you haven't actually added a change. You don't feel like there's much to celebrate. You feel like, oh, okay, now there's more work to do. Or I'm tired, or I'm not happy, or it didn't come out, whatever it is, right? With enchantment and celebration, it's a means of taking a look into self and realizing, why do I feel like I'm not celebrating myself? Why do I feel like enchantment changes in my life? So with enchantment, we're going to go ahead and read that as well. Pull that up. Song's been stuck in my head. So the plant spirit to work with is red clover. Okay. he climbed up on the mirror. That scared me. It says it is, again, a time to toast to your success, a toast to your landmarks, a toast to where you are, because it is also a success in its own right. Is it your goal of what you want to meet? No, but there are still many celebrations along the way, right? It says the enchantment card encourages you to raise your glass, and in this glass are your plant companions, your joy, dancing, celebration, all of the things that you have poured into yourself. So it's a matter of drinking from that glass of what you poured into yourself, what you have been working for. Oh, okay, I'm glad your food did not drop out. What you've been working towards. It's time to toast to that. It's time to celebrate that, which also comes with the meditation of calming your body and actually recognizing that there is something to celebrate. Okay? The next one that we have is magic, which is in alignment. I actually think it's on the next page. So the plant spirit for this is Tongkat Ali. Okay? And then when this card appears, it's an understanding of harnessing your power and your creativity to work for you. So that way everything is in alignment with you. That way when something happens and you do have to take a slow moment, which is what the proverb is saying, and don't feel like you have to strive and push so hard for success, when you are in line with yourself, with your enchantments, your grace, your power, your creativity, your own mindset of self, everything else is aligned with your life for that actual success, for that actual working towards that movement, for those actual goals, right? So what isn't working for you is you not meditating, you not taking a moment to calm your body, you not being grateful for how far you've come, where you're going, you not allowing your body to rest so that way it can prepare for the success that you are currently celebrating and toasting, and to tap into your power more, to understand that if it didn't work out, it's because it wasn't magically aligned for me. It wasn't filled with the repercussions of my own karma, my own actions, and the work that I put in, right? The literal said, am I getting rid of my harvest? Is my harvest not as good as it could be? Which means that there's abundance coming in. There is opportunities coming in. There's new insight coming in. There's information coming in. There's this understanding coming in. But if you're not prepared and ready for it, because you feel like you have to rush to success to get to the point that you feel like you are, you're going to rush everything as well. And if it's going to be rushed, it won't be done right. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into what is working for you. So we have universal oneness, which is transcend. What is working for you is your connection with the universe, right? Your connection with understanding things around you, your environment, and how it works and how it pushes forward for you. It's a matter of transcending this 3D world. It's a matter of transcending just this material objects and things of that sort. It's a matter of realizing I want and need and desire more for myself than just what is right in front of me, right? You are looking for something that's not so much physically tangible, and that's where your universal oneness comes in. That's where that connection comes in. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up as well. One more. All right. So for the universal oneness and the understanding, again, that there's infinite possibilities, there's an infinite connection. If you are connected with nature and the universe, and it's vast and expansive, and there's so much information that is known and unknown, and you are able to transcend that and understand that, so is for you. Okay. So, which is crazy because it literally says this card pairs well with cloud meditation and will trigger deep inner child work. The infinite possibilities are expressed in this card. Again, that meditation is very needed, and it's literally paired with something that isn't working with you, and this is working for you. So if it's this understanding of, again, tapping into yourself and tapping into the knowledge of who you are, it literally mentions the Akasha records. So it's a matter of, again, tapping into self. Your question, why is it not happening? It's inside of you. Why is it not working? The magic is inside of you. The alignment is inside of you. The thought is inside of you. The infinite possibilities are coming to you. So it's a matter of you knowing who you are, okay? So tap into that. And it says, again, triggers deep inner child work. So be prepared while you are slowly taking those steps to success. Make sure that you're not leaving your body behind. You want to work with Blue Tiger's Eye. And then your new thought pattern, your new affirmation, manifestation is, it is easy for me to clear mental clutter and see beyond the obvious. Right? Which can be why you're rushing your success, like you got to keep moving, which again in turn fucks you up in the long run karmically. Okay? So again, your affirmation is, it is easy for me to clear mental clutter and see beyond the obvious. Because again, 8 is about the infinity of it all. So see beyond the obvious. And if you're transcending, again, you're transcending out of just like, this is the material world. This is the 3D world. This is the only way I can obtain something. And we don't want that. The next one that we have is the Great Diviner. Not the alarms going off. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and turn to that as well. Again, the Great Diviner. Ooh, cheese, Louise, pumpkin cheese. Okay. Okay. I don't get this card a lot, so I just want to refresh my memory before I started to go deep in. Okay. So this is a person that knows the secrets about creation. They are often referred to as an Ifa, which is a part of the Orisha. If you don't know, it ain't for you, baby. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay? And they is the start. It's about beginning. It's about the cultivation of something. It is about honing your power and what you do know, what you have and currently inside of yourself. The Great Diviner is somebody that is in cultivation of creation, right? And as a realization of using what this person has around them and allowing that to tap even more into the power, tap even more into the sense of self. It is leading back into nature. Spirit is literally telling you, get back into nature. That is how you expand a lot more things. That is how you expand your mindset, yourself, your sense of worthiness, your business, your prospects, your client, whatever it is. It's a matter of getting back out there and realizing that I am interconnected with all this. Literally, universal oneness and the Great Diviner, which is the creation, the beginning, the start, like using your power. So again, tapping into that. That is what is working for you. Tapping into who you are and recognizing that. It says, jeez Louise. My gosh. He knows all the secrets about creation, and a candle sits at the front of the card to symbolize this. It is lighting the way. It is a beacon of light. So tap into that more. We also have peace, which is working out for you. So taking a moment of peace, boredom, sometimes in a business aspect, successful aspect, whether that be relationship, business, career, whatever, when things are going steady, sometimes that can be confused for boredom or things being stagnant. It's just like, no, some things sometimes need to be steady. So that way, when you are trying to build on top of it, it actually has a strong foundation. So don't confuse peace, rest, things going your way, things happening in alignment, which is also probably why the alignment card is there, is because you're questioning when things working out. You're not being grateful. You feel like you're like, okay, this worked out. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. It's not taking a moment. So I should realize, why did this come to me? How did this come to me? I'm grateful for it. I am loving it. It's a matter of, this is all in connection of self, right? Peace. Peace. I think there is an affirmation for peace. So I'm going to go ahead and turn to the page. It isn't. It isn't. But there are questions. So answer these questions for peace. Okay? Am I avoiding the situation? Am I being as communicative as I want in return? Am I open to receiving? Right? So are you avoiding the situation? Are you avoiding the thought of something not going right? Are you avoiding what it's looking like? Which is, again, I can see beyond the obvious. I can see beyond this not working out. I can see beyond this happening. I can see beyond what they said. It's seeing beyond that, right? Am I avoiding the situation by means of not actually dealing with it, which is also where the karma card comes in, which is also where the meditation comes in. When you are trying to avoid something that your body is still dealing with and your subconscious is still dealing with, just because you weren't thinking of it on your forefront, doesn't mean it cannot and will not affect you. And the peace is what is working out for you. Peace is what is driving you. Peace is what is allowing you to be calm and centered in self. If meditation is not working for you, that means it could be snapped away at a moment if you're not actually having a conversation with yourself, right? At any point in time. It's a matter of knowing who you are and looking in the mirror and recognizing that. Pay attention to your animals as well, right? They are very good with animals. They understand that it's a matter of, animals are at peace. Like, he's literally just sitting up there. He doesn't need anything. He's relaxed. So bask in that peace. Bask in those moments of relaxation before you feel like I have to keep striving for success and persistency and this and that. It's just a matter of allowing it to flow to you. Okay? All right. Am I being as communicative as I want in return? Are you communicating what you want? Are you letting people know? Are you putting it out there? Are you being vocal? Are you shutting yourself? Am I open to receiving? Are you open to receiving those opportunities and making the decisions that you need to make? Or are you just okay with accepting everything? You guys got vision twice. Twice. You guys got vision twice. You have literally vision, which is the beginning of my deck, and you have vision in the end, which is at the end of my deck. So again, it's about this completion of something and the starting of something new, the beginning of something new, and it's a matter of paying attention to self. Literally, that is what vision is about. Okay, the first vision is about paying attention and tapping into your shadow self, tapping into your dreams. That is where the messages are coming in. So you've been having vivid dreams lately. If you've been having deja vu lately, which is in a realm of, I say, dream of another world overlapping with each other, which is what I feel deja vu is a vision of where I currently am in myself and where I can currently be in the future. Your daydreams, your fantasies, your trail off thoughts. Pay attention to those visions, because that is where the information is coming in. That is where the knowledge is coming in. I believe they have questions. Like, I feel like I'm like 9 out of 10 times sure that they have questions. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Yes. So, in regards to that, it is also about your temples in your mind. So if you've been having headaches, if you have been struggling to think, which is also comes with the universal oneness, where things may have been cloudy mentally, you've been struggling to think straight, you feel like I have to do everything, pay attention to that, because that also is a means of something happening mentally in your mind for your visions, okay? The questions are, is it time to ask yourself, is about it. Am I ignoring my shadow self? And that comes with meditation, thinking about it, understanding your alignment, being grateful, all of these. Am I ignoring my shadow self, which is still yourself, which is why they are currently intertwined. You can't ignore your shadow self, because then you're ignoring yourself. When you're ignoring yourself, you're ignoring your intuition. You get it. It's a downfall. Next question, am I having nightmares because of unresolved issues that I keep replaying? Which also leads back to the other question that we have. In the piece is a matter of, am I going backwards? This also leads to the universal oneness and things that, am I going backwards? Am I thinking about something so far in the past that now I'm dictating my future off of something that I actually haven't resolved? It's hard to build your life off of an unresolved issue, because it actually isn't a strong foundation to stand on, because you still have to deal with it. And once you deal with it and it's resolved, some shit can cave in, some shit's gone, you add up more shit, and it's not an actual true foundation, because it's uneven and it's not true balance. So with those visions coming in, taking that realization, okay? So the questions again, am I ignoring my shadow self? Am I having nightmares because of unresolved issues that I keep replaying? Answer these questions. If it takes you a few days, a few weeks to answer them, that's fine. But actually taking the work and actually wanting to answer those questions is very meaningful to your life, okay? The next one that we have is gateway vision, which again is at the back of the book. Now go ahead. Okay. So this is letting you know. Thank you. So this is letting you know, again, it literally says, many of our spirit guides are the animals that made soul contracts with us. Animals, especially dogs, live in unfiltered joy. Again, with the piece where I said, pay attention to your animals. They're calm. They never worry about where their food is going to come from. They never worry about if they're going to have, a cool place to be. They're never going to worry about if they're going to get enough love, enough care. They are just happy. They're just joyful. They're just living their life in peace and abundance, and just realizing, I can have whatever I want, because if my meow bark, we're good, okay? It says, this is why they ascend faster than humans. They radiate and integrate the highest frequencies on the planet. A heart at the center of the card reminds you to live with your heart wide open, like the gates which, along with a small crystal skull, sit engulfed in orange flame, sharing the message of grace. Right? Again, all of these cards is about being more open and vulnerable. Are you actually willing to receive? Are you actually willing to put yourself out there, see things from a different light? Are you actually able to take a moment and rest and see things from a different perspective on how to do things, right? It's a matter of recognizing that there's always an open door for me, as long as I realize that I can live my life, again, with the interconnection, like the animals and the plants, of just tapping into that more, and that allows me, again, alignment. It says this helps create visions when held up to your third eye. along with creating happiness, expect miracles, attract miracles, accept miracles, right? So expect miracles, attract miracles, accept miracles. So if you're expecting something to work out for you, you are thus going to then attract it, but are you willing to accept it? Okay? You have completed the lessons and are ready to work deeply with the dimensional beings. You will complete the gateway walk you must remember. Okay? So again, it's a matter of you are transcending the 3D world. You have the 3D world down. You have the environment down. You already know how it works with Earth. If this happens, this happens. You already understand it. Now again, it's a means of tapping into your shadow self, tapping into that meditation, tapping into talking to your guides, your ancestors, talking to the universe. A matter of realizing, okay, I've done all that I can on this physical world. Something must possibly be halted on the physical, on the spiritual and the mental, right? Which is where the visions come in, and the oneness, magical alignment, the karma, the celebration, all of those things, okay? You won't want to work with Seraphonite. The new thought pattern for this is, I remember the divine spark within my mind and spirit. I am always connected. I remember the divine spark within my mind and spirit. I'm always connected. Okay? So again, is in this means of understanding, if I'm always connected, so is my mind and spirit. And again, like I said, you already got the 3D world down. Your body, your physical is already down. But when it starts to weigh on the mental and spiritual being out of whack, that's when the physical body can't hold up at all, period. And that's what leads to burnout. That's what leads to stress. That's what leads to worry, anxiety, and all these things. Do the cloud meditation, rest, relax, and understand that everything is going to work out for me the same way that when a tree gets chopped down, it just sends all of its nutrients and roots to another tree, to another plant, to another station. Same way that happens with coral and reefs, where they go deeper into the ground. It's a matter of, as long as I'm connected, I'm always protected, I'm always blessed. Expect, attract, accept. I like that. Okay, so that has been the reading for it all. This has been the second part, and I'm ending in at 22 minutes. I love it. So that has been the end. I do these readings on my Instagram Live every Tuesday and Friday. You can find me on all platforms for my podcast, YouTube, so forth and so have you at Letice_Moon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, so that way my channel can continuously share this message of understanding. And I love you guys, and I hope that you guys love yourselves more. Until next time.